So awesome, guys. So today is February 21st, 2022. So today is the 4th day of the masterclass. So welcome, guys. I'm on Facebook Live. So there's a couple of people on Facebook Live. There's a few people on Zoom. We covered the first day 1, day 2, day 3. We went through the basics. The first 3 days, really not the basics. We dived deep also. If anyone has got anything else, let me know. Any questions on that? But I'm going to share my screen and start diving into day 4 because we don't want any fluff. We want to get right into the meat and potatoes. Or if you're a vegetarian, right into, I guess, just the potatoes without the meat. Let me share my screen. So give me somebody, give me a 1 if you can see my screen. I have a PowerPoint opened up. All right, Sherry, thank you. I appreciate that. So today is going to be a shorter class, if you will. So I want to tell you something that happened today, this morning, right? And let me make sure I'm Facebook Live also. Yeah, so basically the last few days we've been doing this masterclass. I think this masterclass, between this masterclass, my ebook in the file section, and my YouTube videos, you have everything to learn SEO and make an easy $1,000 a month. Trust me on that. Okay. I think this masterclass and the videos and the ebook, they provide more value than quite a few paid courses out there. And so in full transparency, last time in the class I offered, I'm looking to take a few people for a one-on-one session. I haven't done one-on-one in about a year and a half. It takes a lot of my time, and so I put that out there. And here is what happened. I got on a call with a few people, and I basically quoted a very, very, very tiny, like a small price for a one-on-one coaching. And most of them were, in fact, almost all of them were, grateful. They understood things. I spent like half an hour to an hour on Zoom calls, answering questions, even giving them SEO suggestions that they were not doing for free. And most of them were thankful. Then this one guy, he reaches out to one of my students in my group, with whom I have a video in the YouTube channel, and he basically talks shit about me, right? So I'm a very transparent guy, guys. I give out information. If you hit me up and ask information, I give it to you, right? That's me. So I was transparent in this one-on-one calls, and I'm going to be transparent here also. One of the reasons I thought I'll do a one-on-one coaching is, here's why. All these years, I have this Facebook group of 5,000 people where I offer a lot of free value. Then I have a course which has got about 350 people, and I'm these 350 people who joined my course. It was not through paid ads. Okay, we've dabbled a bit in paid ads, but almost all of them, it was through case studies, word of mouth. People would see value in my free Facebook group, and then they would join my paid course. That's how it was. So recently I thought maybe I want to master this paid ad, Facebook ad, YouTube ad funnel. And so my thinking was, hey, maybe I'll offer a one-on-one, one that's going to, help people. 2, with one-on-ones, people will ask me questions that I may not have thought of, and I can incorporate them more into the course. That's 2. But also in full transparency, my thinking was that, hey, if I'm going to scale my course using paid ads, I need money for paid ads. Maybe I'll use my course, do some one-on-one sales, and put that money into paid ads. That was my thinking. Was it flawed thinking? I don't know. That was just my thinking, right? So I was thinking I'll take a few people and offer one-on-one coaching, help them out. At the same time, I will have some money that I made from the course, not my rank and run sites, to scale my course through paid ads. And so I mentioned this to a couple of people that I did Zooms with who were interested in my one-on-one. And then this one guy, he basically talks shit about me to one of my students and says, if Saravanan is making money in rank and rent, why is he looking to make money through his course? Just like this crazy shit, okay? And then he also says, I'm broke and I'm 60 years old. can you help me? He is now reaching out to my student. Okay, and this student reaches out to me and says, what a jerk, this guy's, this is exactly what this student told me and sent me a screenshot. Okay, thanks, Adrian. Okay, Adrian says logic makes sense. That was just my thinking. Thank you. But I was like literally hurt by this dude. I spent half an hour even giving him ideas on how he can make money for free. And I repeatedly say, you have enough information through this masterclass, my YouTube channel, my ebook, to go make $1,000 a month easy through SEO. But then when you pour your heart out, I've taken time from my family, I prepared these slides and I'm teaching you, I'm answering questions. And then if somebody badmouths me behind my back at somebody else, it just kind of hurts, right? I mean, give me a 1 if what I'm saying makes sense, or give me a 2 if what I'm saying doesn't make sense, please, because I want to understand this, right? Here I am thinking, I was at a point in time where I didn't have any kind of mentorship or guidance, and I was like all over the place, right? And then I want to offer this, and of course, if I'm going to offer you a one-on-one, put my time, okay, show you and explain to you, I'm not going to do it for free. Sorry, right? I will expect to be paid for my time. Sherry said the online world is full of snakes. Yes, I appreciate that, Sherry. Okay, thank you so much, right? Rob says, my one-on-one call with you was super valuable. This one person is the loser who is looking for him someone. Thank you, Rob. Sherry says I'm one of them. I appreciate that, because I really was like, why? If you had an issue with my thinking or whatever I said, don't buy my course, don't buy my one-on-one. Why would you want to badmouth me with somebody after taking all the information from me? And that's when I realized this dude basically hits my student and says, I'm 60 years old. I'm broke and busted. These were his words. Can you help me? Right? And this student screenshots and sends it to me and says, this jerk first badmouths my friend, which is me, and then asks me for my help. Right? I'm like, oh my God, okay, what kind of a, lack of a better word, jerk. So my first thing was I should just ban him from my site, from my Facebook group. But then I'm like, what's the difference between me and him? Okay, I don't want to make emotional decisions. So anyways, guys, here is what I'm saying. I have decided not to do one-on-one, okay, because it isn't worth my time and energy to be like one-on-one would take 8 weeks. I was thinking, here's my thinking. I was thinking 8 weeks of one-on-one, and I told this to a couple of people, 8 weeks of one-on-one for 2 months. So 4 weeks and 4 weeks. And the price of one-on-one I was asking? $297, because I want to make it very, very easy. $297 month 1, $297 month 2. And this jerk goes and says, I'm asking money. And then I realized I shouldn't really be working with people like that. Okay. So anyways, I won't be doing one-on-one. I'll still give my courses up there for you guys. So don't get me wrong. But I had to get this out of my system, because I was like, why should I be dealing with these jerks? Okay. If the guy is 60 years old and still broke, I'm pretty sure it's his mentality. But at the same time, I want to find out if I'm doing something wrong, if I'm doing something that's not right, let me know. But don't go talk behind my back. Okay. I just hate people who talk behind my back. Okay. That's just me. So give me some, I'm not saying give me love, but put something in the chat so I understand. Okay. Am I the only one thinking the right way, wrong way? Like what's going on here? Okay. So Sherry says, one of them we give too much for free. Thank you, Sherry. I appreciate that. I really was like, I needed some positive, and I'm like, the best way to get positive is like go to the right people, I guess. Rob says, please don't let a few jerks distract you from the vision. Thank you, Rob. Thank you. Sherry says, problem is you're too, Sherry, I get that all the time. The problem is I'm too nice. I shouldn't be, I should probably be like, no more Mr. Nice Guy. Thank you so much. That is, you're so right. Sherry, you're right. Thank you so much. Okay. I appreciate that. Okay, so let's jump into it, guys. I just want to get that out of the system. Whoever this jerk is, who's watching this, and I'm sure he's going to watch Masterclass day 4, and then he's going to be like, get all the information and try things on his own and be broken, busted in 80. But anyway, I don't want a negative energy. Thank you, Nick. We appreciate your effort. Appreciate that, Nick. Awesome. All right, guys, let's dive in. Let's leave it. I'm not looking for. I guess I was looking for. I had to get the thing out of my system. But Adrian says we had an awesome chat. Price was more than fair. We're completely transparent. Thank you so much, Adrian. I appreciate that. Okay. Yeah. So let's dive in, guys. Let's see how we can make money. Guyan says your PDF guide has more info. That's what I think. You know, I really truly think you can go to my Facebook here, go to files, and then make sure you read this rank and rent strategy ebook PDF. Between this and my YouTube videos in my YouTube channel and this masterclass, you have enough. And then this case study goes even more in depth, advanced stuff. You don't even need this, to be honest, right? But anyways, guys, okay, so let's jump in, guys. Anyone's got any questions? Is there anybody who has picked a low-hanging fruit and then they're looking to see if that's a good fit or anything? Let me know. I can look it up right now, give you some feedback. But at least if you are in this masterclass, we're day 4 by now, you have enough that you should have at least picked out your low-hanging fruit. You must have at least done some research, gone to Home Advisor, gone to smaller cities, Googled it, and found a niche which has got, like our popular one that we saw the other day. Somebody gave this drywall repair, Vacaville, California. Like this one here is a classic one. Okay, I'm not sure who found this, but whoever found this, let them use it. If you did not find it, even if you go and put up a website here, 2, 3, 4 people, if you do it, you will make, all of you will make money. But let's all have abundance mentality, guys, right? If somebody found this and was generous enough to share it, let them put up a site and figure it out. Okay, there's so many more. You could go to drywall repair, any other city, you know, Ann Arbor is next to me in US, in Michigan. Like even this one here, there's one guy that's got handyman and Ann Arbor, but even if you put up a GMB that says Ann Arbor Handyman Pros or something, you'll come up over here. Okay, there's only one guy, this guy, Diamond Authority of 5, okay? Or you do drywall repair, I don't know, Franklin, Tennessee, it's a small city. Look at that, I just found one for you right here. Drywall repair, Franklin, Tennessee. No websites, no reviews, no one's got Franklin and drywall repair right here. So one of you guys can pick it up here, okay? So there's a million, well, at least hundreds of low-hanging fruits for you and I to go and pick some and make some money. It's easy, okay? So any questions on this, guys, okay? If you have questions, put it on the chat. If you don't have questions on this specifically, but you're looking for like, okay, what's the next step or something, specific questions on anything, put it on the chat so I can I can answer the questions. So Rob says, do the 3-pack guys without directions just mean they're hiding their address? Excellent question, Rob. Okay, so Rob is saying, let's get a bigger example, like bigger cities, so we have better examples. Okay, so Rob is asking a question. You see here, here's a great example. This is in the map pack. This one's got website and directions. This one's got website and directions, basically in the GMB. This one's got just a website. This one's got just the directions. So Rob is saying, if they don't have directions icon here, okay, like this guy, does that mean they're hiding their address? Excellent question. Let's find out, right? So let me first click on this guy because he's got directions there. And let's see. Look at that. I see his full address. So it's visible for the user to see his full address. Let's click on this guy who does not have the directions icon, and let's see. He does not have an address. Do you see that? Okay. So yes, this guy's got just areas served Chicago. He does not have the full address, and that's why it does not show the directions icon. This guy shows the full address, which is the whole address, right? Phone number. Okay, and that's why he sees the directions. This guy, he's got the phone number, there you go, but he doesn't have the full address. So you're right, he's hiding the address, Rob. Does it make sense? Anytime you have questions, go to Google. Google will give you the answers and just reverse engineer, right? This guy, he doesn't have a website, but he's got the address. That's why this icon appears. So when you're creating GMB, and there's 100, if not thousands of free creating GMB videos on YouTube, you can watch it. but there's a box in one point in time you can check saying hide my address or not. Sometimes it says, are you a service-based address or not? So if you are a service-based address, the idea is you store the client's house and service there, right? So drywall repair is an excellent example. Like this guy, most likely this guy, chances are high he hid his address because he's a home office. He doesn't want to put his address. And somebody looking to hire a drywall repair guy, their customer, like let's say I want to hire this guy. I'm looking for a drywall repair guy. I don't care where his office is, right? All I want is him to come to my address and fix my drywall, right? But this guy could be a real company with a full, with a real office, and so he's showing his address. Does that answer your question, Rob? Okay, Rob says most drywall contractors don't have an office. Yes, the customers, yes. So does that matter? No, I answered your question, right? That's why we go after service-based addresses, niches. That's why we go after Home Advisor, because Home Advisor has all these contractors who are paying. So if I go for browse all more services, okay, you know, like all of these guys, any of these guys, like if I'm looking for an additional bathroom remodeling guy, I'm looking for a central AC painting guy, kitchen remodeling guy. I don't need to know as a customer where the guy's office is. I want them to come to my house and do whatever the job I need them to do. Does that make sense? Service-based. Whereas if it's a dentist, I would want to find out the address because I ain't driving 2 hours to a dentist. If it's a drywall repair guy, within reason, I don't care if he's half an hour away or 1 minute away. I want him to come to my house. Does that make sense? Sherry says, it is easier to get a GMB verified by hiding the address or showing the address. It doesn't matter, Sherry, okay? You can hide the address and get the GMB. You cannot hide the address and get a GMB. It doesn't matter, okay? That hiding or not does not, I mean, you're easier to verify, you're not easy to verify, it does not matter on whether you're hiding it or not. Adil says, if we check mark on HID our address, yes, hide our address. Do we still get, if we check mark on hide our address, do we need to submit the address? So here's the thing, guys. I don't want to, there's videos on that. So when you're creating a GMB, you still want Google to send you a postcard to an address, but you're checking the box that says hide my address, okay? So Google still knows your address, it just won't display it, okay? So this guy here, okay? Google, is it this guy? Like this guy here, Google still knows this guy's address because they will send the postcard, remember? But it won't be displayed, so the user doesn't know it. But Google will still know it, and Google will want to make sure you're in Chicago. So if you want to be ranking in Chicago, you can't give him an address in Florida, right? Then he will show you the address in Florida. He will show this pins here, right? These pins, you know, when I show it here, these pins keep moving. You see that? Like, if it's hidden, the pins won't show up, but Google will want to know where you are. So Google knows your address, even if you hide it, but they won't send you they won't display the address. Okay, Sherry, now answer your question. Rob, yeah, it doesn't matter. So customers don't care where the contractor is. Like, think about it, right? If you want to hire a drywall repair guy, do you care where his office is, how good his office is? As far as his website looks decent, he's got some reviews, he talks to you decent on the phone, you're like, yeah, come on over and fix my house. Nick says, I know you recommend 100 to 200,000 population, but I'm wondering if it's worth to do SEO in a 50,000 population. Excellent question, Nick. All right. So Nick has a question, and let's go to list of cities by population. Nick says, I recommend 100 to 200,000 population for low-hanging fruit. What if I go for 50,000 population? So let's go find the 50,000 population and let's walk through the process. Oh, this one only shows through 100,000. Okay. Okay. Small cities in, I'm just going to put USA by population. Okay, let's see if we can find a small city. We don't want 10 smallest cities. city in US with 50K. I'm just trying to find the city with 50,000 population, guys. All right, okay, here we go. All of these cities, Hoboken, New Jersey, all right? Hoboken, I've been there, Hoboken, New Jersey, right? Now, the reason I'm saying go for 100 to 200 is kind of a sweet spot where you can get enough calls to be able to justify a monthly rental income once you rent the site out for $500 a month at least. At the same time, it's not difficult to rank, but you can absolutely go for a 50,000. The calls may be less. So as an example, let's take drywall repair Hoboken, New Jersey. All right. The number one, it may show 0 search. So you see that? But at the same time, that doesn't mean there's 0 search. Someone's going to be searching for that. So it will depend on the niche also. Think about it, right? If I do appliance repair Hoboken, right? Let's see the number of searches. Okay, look, it shows 30 searches. Why? Think about it. Even if the population is 40,000, there may be, I don't know, 10,000 homes in that city, right? Hoboken. So let's just say number of houses in Hoboken, New Jersey. Let's just see how many houses. 27,000 homes in New Jersey. So each home may have at least 4 appliances: washer, dryer, refrigerator, dishwasher. You get the idea? So there's 100,000 appliances in that city. Chances of some house, some appliance needing a repair is high. So there's enough search volume. Does that make sense? At the same time, if you do kitchen remodeling in Hoboken, it may be 0. Maybe only 1 guy a month may search, or you may get only 1 call. Because how many people in a small city would be looking to remodel their kitchen? How many people in a home? Does it make sense in a city? Okay, if that makes sense, give me a yes, Nick. Okay, so it depends on the niche also. So you can absolutely go for 50,000 population, but pick a niche like appliance repair. Like right here, we just saw it's got enough search volume, no website. You see that? But you see, it's got appliance repair Hoboken, appliance Hoboken, appliance repair Hoboken. So keywords are you there, right? So you want to do your due diligence also. So that's why I said, okay. Adil says Carson City, okay. Okay, for 50,000 population, yeah. So Carson City, okay. Let's see appliance repair, okay. Let's see that. Appliance repair, look at that, a lot of searches. So there's enough searches, but yeah, I don't think they have Carson City. So here, if you just put appliance repair Carson City in the GMB, you will be screaming to the top and getting some calls. Rob says Nick was on the same thing. Yep, exactly. Awesome. Perfect. Sherry says, are you finding that Google is suspending? Okay, great question. Sherry is saying, are you finding that Google is suspending more frequently? Okay. So let me take a step back on this, right? 2014, when I, 13 or 14, I think late 13, early 14, when I got into rank and rent, SEO, GMBs, there were a lot less people doing GMBs. There were a lot less people gaming the system when it comes to creating GMBs and all that. Now there's a ton more, okay? So that time, in locksmith, it became impossible to get a locksmith GMB, like a GMB verified for a locksmith category, because somebody went and created hundreds of thousands of locksmith GMBs, and you can Google that, it's there. Somebody created that and started monetizing it, and started making money off of it, and so Google said, I'm clamping down on locksmith. Nobody else can create and verify a GMB for the locksmith category. If you create it, you get suspended right away. Then you have to call us and do video verification. I've been through that for one of my clients, okay? That's because somebody started going, a lot of people doing locksmith, okay? Then over time, a lot of people started getting into these common, so-called common niches now: plumbing, HVAC, dentist, lawyer, okay? When I got started, tree service was not considered a common niche. I got started tree service. I would put out videos teaching people. Now I know personally at least 40, 50 people in the tree niche, okay, who have tree sites. I'm sure a lot more. So there's a lot more people coming into these so-called common niches. And as Google is seeing a plethora of those GMBs put up, all with exact match, tree service this city or handyman this city, Google is like, okay, I'm going to start suspending it because there's so many more fakes. That's why I keep saying, don't go after the common ones because everybody's behind the common ones and there's chances of getting suspended. What you want to go for, look, there's what, 300 niches at least? Go find those, right? I just showed you appliance repair. Maybe you don't do appliance repair, you only do washing machine repair. You see, Google is giving you watch repair. Okay, you only do auto repair, you only do windshield, like go specific because you're looking to make $300 a month. And you put 10 of those size, $3,000 a month, right? Don't worry about spamming niches. Does that answer your question? But to answer your question, Sherry, are they suspending more frequently? The number of suspensions are higher compared to past years because the number of GMBs being put up are also higher, and also spamming. When I say spamming, exact match name. So if you put up a website GMB that says Sherry's Appliance Company, that's a brand name. But if you put up a GMB that says appliance repair, Hoboken, New Jersey, that's an exact match keyword, So Google, I'm not telling appliance is a spammy niche, but Google, there's a high chance it might. Okay. So let me know if that answers the question. Okay, awesome. Yes. Yes, Rob. Appliance repair was a kitchen remodeling. So that's what I'm saying. Always, you have to use your mind, use your creativity also. All right, to do that. Let me see if I have any other questions on Facebook. Okay, so is that search volume keywords everywhere? Yes, Adrian. So I have this keywords everywhere plugin. You can, it's free. You can just go and search, get it in Google. I show it to you in Masterclass day 1. I actually show it to you. It's like 1 cent search or something. So $10 you pay, you can search like 10,000 searches and all that. So that's what I have. Nick says yes. Thank you, Nick. I appreciate that. Garage repair, yes. Okay, everybody. Some few people got big time into garage repair, so everybody got into garage repair. Unfortunately, that's how people's thinking is, right? When somebody makes money in one niche, they think, man, they just go make money in the same niche. So when I started saying, hey, I'm in the tree service niche because that's what I made the money, almost everybody who joined my course, who watched my videos, they started putting up tree websites because that's where money is. But you want to think different, okay? You just don't want to go and just do this one thing that everyone's doing. Nick says, I live in Canada. If I want to list a GMB in Ann Arbor, how will I do this? All right, great. So Nick is saying he lives in Canada, and he says he found a low-hanging fruit in Ann Arbor. So he wants to put up, I'm just saying appliance repair in Ann Arbor, okay? We don't know what city or what niche, but I'm just saying. Him being in Canada, how does he get a GMB in Ann Arbor, okay? I covered this briefly in Masterclass day 3, I think, but I'll do it again. There's a couple of ways you can go about it. Number 1, you can go to Craigslist. Okay. Go to Ann Arbor, whichever city. So I'm in Michigan, so it shows up here. And you can put a gig in computer or creative, basically saying something like, hey, I'm looking for someone for quick work. I'll pay you a quick $40 to receive a postcard if you're in Ann Arbor. Something like that. You think of what you want to put up, and people would reply to you, right? Or what you can also do, and I do this a lot more now, and there's a lot more success, is I go to resumes. These are mostly people looking for jobs, okay? And you can search for people who are saying cash. Okay, there's always be, hey, I'm looking for cash. You see that? Looking for cash, right? Okay. Male in good health looking for cash can do a lot of work. I don't know what kind of idea he's got, but he's basically saying he's in good health. But you can reach out to him and say, hey, but quick cash, $40. If you live in Ann Arbor, make sure his address is Ann Arbor. Can you receive a postcard and give me a code? You may have to explain a bit to him on the phone, saying how Google GMB works and all that, but he'll hide the address, so he won't be, no one's going to find his address, but you'll find that. Does that answer your question, Nick? Okay. That's one way of doing it, finding in Craigslist. The other way of doing it is, say you want to find these guys, okay? Appliance repair Ann Arbor. Here's something I'm going to give you a free tip. Most people don't even tell this outside. I use this all the time. When I first started out, this is what I was using, this strategy and finding my contractors and the GMB. And I'm going to give it to you for free, all right? So here's what it is. So let's say, was it Nick? Yeah, Nick says, okay, I want a GMB in Ann Arbor, right? You see the cost per click, it says $5, okay? So that means to run Google ads, it's going to cost you $5 a click. If you're half decent with Google ads, I don't know Google ads, just simple Google ads, every 4 clicks will give you a call, right? So you just spend $100 and run Google ads, right? You follow the process, put the website, put a tracking number, but before you start ranking, you just run Google ads, okay? So you may spend $5 a click and you may spend 4 clicks, $20, and you'll get a call. Send the call to one of these guys who are paying Home Advisor. These guys are paying Home Advisor easily $25 a call. Or you can call up one of these guys who are paying Google Guarantee for calls and give so yes, you're spending $25 to get a call, but you find a good guy and you give that call. And I go into detail on how to talk to a contractor in one of the previous masterclass days, okay? And you tell them, hey, I'm Nick. I have this customer looking for appliance repair work. Can you handle it? And he'll say, sure, I can handle it. What do you want me to do? And then you give him the information and you say, hey, there is a customer. He's a live customer. He's looking for a washer repair, dryer repair, whatever. You make the money. I see you're advertising with Google guaranteed leads, or I see you are advertising with Home Advisor or Thumbtack. I can do the same thing for you for much cheaper. In fact, here is the free customer. You make the money. If you want more, I can send you more calls. 9 out of 10 times he'll be like, yeah, send me more calls. I'm only paying for Home Advisor. If you can give me better calls for cheaper, why not? I'll go with you, right? Just a relationship, right? Then you tell him, okay, hey, I'm giving you this customer for free. Make your money for free, right? You spend $25, you got a customer, you have a relationship started now. You spend another $25, so another 4 or 5 clicks, you get another call him up again and say, here is another call, okay? When the call comes through, you take the customer and you say, all right, what do you need, sir? Dishwasher repair, what's your address? Okay, I'll send you a technician. Then you call the same guy and say, hey, here is another customer. Here is another one for free. You make your money. I want you to make money. Like, you put him on the buyer side. Put him on the, dude, I owe you, man, that side. Don't ask him for money yet, okay? You provide value, right? And then you tell him, hey, I can send you a lot more calls if you can help me. And he'll be like, sure, how can I help you? What can I do to help you? And say, hey, I need an address in GMB so I can put up a GMB. If he knows what a GMB is, he may know it. If he doesn't know what a GMB is, you may have to explain. Do you have an address I can just send a postcard so Google gives us a code? The address won't be visible. Nobody's going to come to the address. It could be your address, your cousin's address, your friend's address. Hell, you're in Ann Arbor, give me an address. You think he's going to say yes? Give me a yes if you think he's going to say yes. Okay, so I understand you got it. Okay, and so now you got an address for GMB. You have a contractor who's eating out of your hands, and you already started generating leads. Does that make sense? Okay. Here is the second tip I'm going to give you. Remember, I said you spend $100 to get calls. You're spending $100 on Google Ads. It's absolutely worth it. But here is something else you can do. Google Ad Coupon. And Google will tell you, hey, let me click on this. Oh, now they made it $500. Look at that. We'll give you $500 if you spend $500. Okay. It used to be we'll give you $150 if you spend $150. Now they up the game. You see that? But you can find, if you just Google it, you will get a lot of these. Look at this, okay? You get those free coupons that you can use. So now you have $500 of free ads that you can still run, and you can make money because he's starting to pay you now. Does that make sense? Yeah. Adil says yes, awesome. Okay, Adrian says yes, Mahbub says yes, Nick says yes, thank you. Rob says, yeah, Rob, me too, marketers, you got it, okay? Awesome, okay? So that's what you want to do. Does that make sense? Any other questions, guys, or anything? Okay, before we quickly go into today's class. Okay, but basically, once you web the Gayan says coupon is a great tip. Nobody shows it to you. Nobody teaches this in their course, and I give it for free. And there are still people talking behind my back saying I'm asking money. All right. Anyways, I shouldn't be going there. It's just negative energy. So here it is, right? The last thing I want to tell you is PBNs. Okay, I use PBNs. Okay, and I'm going to make a note to myself to send you all a video on PBNs, explaining PBNs, so you have it. Okay, so you understand. But basically, PBNs are so powerful that if you understand it, you can rank any site. Okay, it gives you authority, power, and then the way we do it is we also have relevance in it. We theme the PBN to our niche, right? Now, I don't want to go into details, but I want to show this to you. This came from Neil Patel. How many of you know Neil Patel? Give me a 1 if you know Neil Patel, at least heard of him. Give me a 2 if you don't know Neil Patel. So he's supposed to be one of the, okay, a lot of people know Neil Patel. He's supposed to be a SEO guru out there. He teaches stuff. People follow him. He came out recently, and this is what he said. He did research on guest posts and all that. And he said guest posts kind of work and kind of don't. He's basically saying guest posts don't work. Trust me on that, which is something I've always been teaching for the longest time. Now, I'm not saying guest posts won't totally work. It'll hardly work. PBNs will work 10 times, if not 50 times better in ranking than guest posts. I'm going to show you why. Okay, let's go here. Let's go to see if I can find a guest post. I want to see if I can find an example of a guest post. Okay. So let's just go just to see if we can get an example on guest post. All right. So this guy is a guest post. Okay. I want to find out an example of a guest post. Okay, but let's just say, okay, let's go to Neil Patel itself. That's the best example. Neil Patel blog, blah, blah, blah. Right. Now, neilpatel.com. Okay. Basically, what is a guest post? Okay. I'm going to show that to you. Rob says information on PBNs would be great. I've only heard bad stories. Okay, Rob, I'm going to answer a question for you. Diane says, do you create PBNs as Google News sites? No. Trust me on that. I don't want to take names. A lot of people do a lot of things with PBNs, and I'm going to explain the fundamental behind PBNs, guest posts, all of that, so you understand it right now. All right. So let me go here. Okay, I have Ahrefs open right here. Come on, Ahrefs. Why is it not opening up? Okay, here. This is neilpatel.com. All right. Now, let's say Neil Patel is a big site. It's got a DA of 91. It's huge, right? It's got all of these sites. It's got so many 5 million backlinks, all of that. Now, let's say, as an example, Neil Patel says, hey, I'm selling guest posts on my website for $50. How many of you will buy that? Give me a yes if you'll buy a Neil Patel guest post from Neil Patel. This is an example. Give me a yes if you'll buy guest posts from Neil Patel. Adil says, I know him from 8 years. Yeah, okay. Sherry says yes. Mahbub says no. Okay. Diane says no. Okay. Now you're like no. Everyone's like no. Okay. Here's where I'm going. So when he puts a guest post, okay, remember this guest post, Neil Patel is not going to put a post on his homepage, which has got all this power. He's going to create a whole new page and post something like a guest post and then link from that to your money site. Makes that? Rob says in a heartbeat. Okay, listen to this, right? So Neil Patel is going to put up a new page, something like this, a blog, a post, and then from here, he will link to you. Does that make sense? Okay. Let me give you another example, but okay, let me stay with me here. But if that new page most likely has 0 backlinks going into it. It's a new page, right? This one may be an old page, but he's putting a new page. right? This one's the bad example, but let's just say I go to CNN.com, okay? If you have a guest post on CNN, you would love it, right? Okay, let's say this is today's news, okay? USA, Russia, blah, 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 okay? You get a guest post from this page, okay, from here. And from here, you can link to your website. That's good news. It'll be awesome, right? Rob's got it. Rob says the new page won't have value. I'm coming to it, okay? If I open this page, it's a brand new page, and I put it over here, and this is CNN. I want to see how many backlinks, what's the power of this brand new page, even if it's CNN. Okay, that's a bad example again. CNN's got a lot of stuff, okay? But basically what I'm saying is anytime it's a guest post, okay, bear with me here, they're putting a new page and posting it, and then from there they're linking to you. And that's a new page, it's got 0 backlinks. The page authority is 1. The domain authority may be high. So you'll get some benefit because it's a page off of a huge site, but the link juice comes from the links going to that page. So from that page, when you link to your page, your website, all that link juice and power will flow in. Does that make sense? So that's why I don't use guest posts at all. You can use it once a while because you will have some benefit, but there's more power from a PBN because remember, you're picking a fight with who? Tyson. I mean, with the toddler, not with Mike Tyson. Does that make sense? Rob says Google only ranks pages, not domains. Google ranks pages, not domains. Not sure what you understand. Google ranks, oh, like a home page. Yeah, so domain authority is different from page authority, right? So, and all this is going into detail, guys, but let's just say here, right? If I go over here, this is going to show me a domain authority, okay? Domain authority of so much, right? This is a great example, okay? Domain authority of 93. If I pick this up, gosh, I closed Ahrefs. Let me open it up again. Okay. If I can, this will be a great example for a blog post, I think, right? So if Yelp creates a new page, okay, and puts a link from that new page, it's got 0 backlinks. Yes, there'll be some benefit because it's an inner page of a huge domain, but not enough power to push your website. Rather than that, you can get a PBN. And a PBN is just a domain that we buy and we own, okay? And from where we can link to. So it may only have, let's say we buy a PBN with only 20 backlinks going into it, 20 referent domains. This is a PBN, let's just say, okay? It's got 20 backlinks, 20 referent domains, maybe 40 backlinks. And from there you link. That's more powerful than a Yelp.com link from a Yelp.com new page. Does that make sense? Okay. That's why I'm doing. So all of you here, I'm going to send you an email with a video explaining this, okay, on PBNs. All right. Here, let me do this right now. Let me go to my Facebook. I'm going to give it to you right now. This video, you guys can watch it. The paid account. I'm giving this away for you, right? So I have this PBN service. Now, I'm not selling PBN service to you guys. I don't want people talking behind my back. Oh, he came and poured his heart out for 1 hour, and now he's selling a PBN service for $12 a month, okay? That's not the point. Watch this video in this link, okay? I'm going to put it in the chat, in the Zoom and in the Facebook, okay? I'm going to put it in my chat. Okay. So Rob says, thank you for the PBN video, generous. Yeah, I really appreciate if somebody, it feels good when somebody's thanking me. Like, don't go behind my back, bad mouthing me after you take value from me. That's just not human, right? But this video, it's a coaching call class. It's a replay of a coaching call that we had for paid members of my group. And I basically explain in detail, and I'm giving it for free, okay? I've given enough stuff for free that with this stuff, you can easily go and rank websites, okay? That's what it is. So that's why if you're going to spend money, why pay 50, 100, 200 bucks on a guest post with little or no value? Might as well get a PBN There's a whole different way of doing the right way to do PBNs that I'm not going to go in. But even if you do PBNs the wrong way, you will still have more power than, guest posts. That's what I'm doing. Okay. So this is why I go after PBNs, because remember, Rob had a question. Was it Rob who said, I don't understand PBNs? Is there a negative connotation? Yeah. You know why PBNs have a negative connotation? These names like PBN, private blog networks, guest posts, all of these are man-made. Google is a bot, it's a machine. It doesn't know the difference between a PBN website and a guest post. For it, it's a website. Remember? Have the foundation right. So for Google, it doesn't matter what the website is. If it's a good website, your website, your link is coming from to your website, that has a lot of backlinks, that power is going to flow through and power your website. That's how Google is looking at. It's not looking at, is this a real guest post from Neil Patel, or is this the PBN from Rob, who's an SEO guy? It's a machine, right? So if you think right, it'll make sense to you. Does that make sense? Okay. So that's why I use PBN and do that. Okay. Now here's what it is. Okay. I was planning a one-on-one. Now I'm not going to do one-on-one. Okay. After this guy who went and badmouthed me, it's not just worth my time one-on-one. But here's what I'm doing. My course right now is priced at $997. Okay. I'm going to give it to you for people here. So this is the real course price. Okay, this is the real course price right now, $997. That's going to increase to $1997 from March 1st because I'm going to start paid ads and stuff and scale my course. That's something I'm doing. But absolutely nothing less than $1997 from March 1st. But just for you guys who are on this call, I'm giving a one-time $697 special offer. What does it get you? You get my full course. You actually get two courses. You get my SEO accelerator course. You get my rank and rent course, plus weekly coaching calls. And for all of you in the masterclass, if you get this, I'm going to give you a one-time one-on-one group coaching if you want to. Everybody except that one guy who knows who he is, who badmouthed me. Okay, he doesn't get nothing, right? But this is it. Okay, you get all of this for a one-time $697. So here's, let me put the link here. Okay, I show you the PBNs, I show you everything. Okay, and I go through in detail. Okay, let me put it in the Zoom, the Facebook. Okay, here's all that you get. All right, you get the full step-by-step. You get the right way. You get all that I taught you, how to detail PBNs, everything. Client acquisition methods. I wanted to show you client acquisition methods, guys. But I think I provided enough value. But my course, I go through all of this. It's like just all of that I have here. And then I have something that nobody else has, which is this over-the-shoulder series of me ranking, taking a step-by-step water damage website, like A to Z. I pick a water damage city, water damage niche. It's a very competitive niche in a 250,000 population city. So pretty competitive, and I rank it in the map pack and organic step by step over a period of 3 or 4 months. Everything is recorded. How I do keyword research. So it's over the shoulder. You're seeing how I do it. It's not just here is how it is. This is how you do the keyword research. That is there, but then I go here. It's exactly what I'm doing line by line. Also there. I don't think anybody's doing this. Okay, all detail here is a one-time $697. Okay, it's up to you guys if you take it. Up to you guys if you don't take it. You have enough free information to rank also into a masterclass. Okay, but this is what it is. Any questions on this, guys, so far? Adil says, how many websites do you link from a single PBN? Great question. I'm not going to go into details, Adil. It's all covered in my course. I wouldn't say there are different factors to it. It depends on the niche, how you're theming it. There's a lot more. I wouldn't say don't link out to more than 3 is what I would say. How do you make a single PBN site strong? Like how many content pieces? All of that's covered. I'm sorry, I'm not going to go too much in details. If anyone's talking behind you, avoid it. You will always find back. That is so true. Even if your intention is to sell service indirectly, what's the harm? You're awesome, man. Adil, dude, you're awesome. Thank you. Okay. You got enough, Adil, to the master course and all that. Just to make your money, man. Trust me on that. Okay. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. Anyone's got any other questions on anything else? Sherry says thank you. Awesome, awesome, great. Thank you, guys. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, Gayan says one last question. What did Gayan say? Where did Gayan's question go? Oopsie. All right. What factors Google consider to put my GMB in the 3-pack? All right, great. Do we need to link to GMBs? Here. Remember in the first 2-3 masterclass, I talked about website optimization. How you optimize your website is 80 to 90% of how the GMBs rank. Okay, I'm going to show it to you live right now. Okay, let's see. Let's take an example of our drywall repair. Okay, now you see this provides repair drywall. You see, if I search that, you see this like it says provide drywall, you know, like these kind of keywords that in the GMB Google says provide drywall repair and all that. Okay, Google takes stuff from the website and puts it here. So if I do drywall, I don't know, installation, let's just see if we find an example. Okay, you will find it says in the GMB website mentions provides install drywall. Okay, so here the GMB doesn't have anything to do with install, but it says install, right? Online estimates. Let me see if I can find a better niche where I can prove my point. Okay. Sometimes in the GMB it will show you website mentions, you know. So let me see if I can find that. Okay. Can't find it right now. So basically, it'll share your website mentions this, right? And how the optimization of the website, on-page optimization is a big determinant, and then the power is another big determinant to show you how to rank in the maps. Okay, because you always hear things like, hey, I am ranking in maps is location based and all that. Yes, maps is going a lot more location based, but if you power it enough, it doesn't matter which part of the town they search from, you will come in the map pack for multiple keywords. Okay, so I don't send backlinks to my GMB. I don't do a lot of GMB optimization. Whatever, like basic stuff, like I put some posts, put some pictures, put a GMB images, pictures, the phone number, that's it. I don't do anything else. I don't do schema, I don't do nothing. You can do, but again, remember, these are low hanging fruits to medium hanging, you can easily rank. Okay. Adrian says, how does the full free optimized region site work? So I don't know the free fully optimized region. Did I give you a free one? I have a service where we do the work for you. That's what you're talking about. Not sure what you say. Rob says, I understand bolded keywords of GMB. That is correct. So bolded keywords are from GMB's reviews and all that. But also there are instances where it says the website mentions this, and that shows you. I want to prove a point there. No, not the free GMB site. That's a different one, Rob. Okay, we don't even go to free GMB. We're just talking about the GMB. So the free website that Google provides, you can rank it for one keyword. If you want to rank dozens of keywords in the map pack with one website, go for a website where you do more keyword research and put all the keywords. Gayan says, do the address in the NAP and postcard be same? Yes, yes. So Gayan, let's say you are ranking in, you want to rank in Chicago, whatever address you're putting in the GMB to get the GMB postcard, that should be the name, address, phone number in the postcard and in the city. So you can't say I want to rank in Chicago, but I have an address in Florida. And no, you need Chicago, right? All right, last question, guys. What's the average cost of setting a PBN up? You can get a good PBN domain for $12, host it for $3 a month, write your own content and link it is free. You know, I literally rank personal injury lawyer keywords with $12 to $20 PBNs. It's crazy. Now, that's why I go deep into PBNs in my course, because it covers, like, you need to know the foundation. Don't fall for all this noise outside. Okay. So that's it, guys. I have this offer, one-time 697 course. You get the full course, weekly coaching calls, access to me and other people in my paid group. And then some of these coaching calls, I go through some mind-boggling stuff. Okay, it's crazy. Trust me on that. Jump on it. I would love to have you in the team. If not, I totally understand. No big deal. We have enough information in the free stuff also. But with that, so I got weekly coaching calls Thursdays in my paid group, Thursdays 1 p.m. Eastern time every week. But it's also recorded and uploaded. And for people in my course, you can always hit me up with, and this is forever, you can always hit me up with, hey, I have a client, can you give me a video audit? I will do the video audit. Hit me up with, hey, I'm thinking of free service in Franklin, Tennessee. What do you think? I'll reverse engineer and show it to you. Like, I am there almost like one-on-one. I won't be doing one-on-one Zoom, but hit me on Messenger. I'll reply. Like, any questions. I had people who said, I have a client call, potential client, can you get me on the call? I've been on Zoom calls with the student, and they told the client that I'm the technical SEO guy in the team. And I said, yes. And I've helped close the client and they make the money. Okay. I want to provide as much value as I can. That's it. All right. So jump in. Yep. Thank you, Dan. I appreciate that. With that, over and out, guys. And this is a one-time offer, 697. If anybody is serious, but you need a payment plan, hit me up, guys. Okay. With that, over and out. Thank you, guys.